Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 65 of the Railcraft server Let's Play. And I have mined a bit of redstone, and I have finished the placing booster tracks on this little track. I've had some issues with skeletons spawning on the cliffs and shooting at me. One even managed to destroy the cart as I was passing by, which is a bit annoying, but not too much I can do about that, unfortunately. So I think it's about time we get this reactor running again, and I need to reorient myself. We need to finish what is needed. So I think I've hooked everything up. The pipes are good. We have the coolant input. We don't actually have any coolant, I realize, which is probably something that I should have looked at. I suppose we'll make some coolant if I haven't already. I've been a bit distracted by the tracks. I also did record upgrading the tracks, but for some reason the recording was unusable. It said it was 500 megabytes, which is too little, and the file wouldn't actually play. So I'm not sure what happened, but it was annoying, and I'm going to blame the zombie, and now it's dead. I'm also going to blame the spider, who's also dead. Oh, and the switch too, probably. And this zombie. There. Now it's good. Get rid of that. Got a couple of sticks, apparently. So, the reactor needs coolant to be of any use whatsoever. Now, I have this thing up here. It's full of distilled water. Let's grab that, and I do have some... I do have coolant. Right, I did make that. We can make some more, though. That is going to require some lapis dust. So we're going to need to macerate that. And I'm pretty sure... yeah, this can't really output anything. This is backed up. Yeah, because this lever is on. Once the reactor is up and running, which will be about time, we are going to move the ore processing into the new base, and then we're going to set up the new smelting setup, which is going to use open computers. Now we are going to put the lapis dust there, and then we're going to empty these into here. But yeah, I have, as I've hinted in the past, I believe, I've designed an automated smelting system using open computers and some components from that, of course. And it's pretty neat, I think. And we're going to be setting that up in the new base. And basically it's a system that lets you order parts, or order, say, a sword, or a certain amount of gears, or a certain amount of ingots, and you specify the material, and it will grab the fluid, the molten metal, the right amount, And then it will make that number of components that you ordered, and then it will stop itself before it makes too many, and you don't have to move fluids around manually. You don't have to measure things and that kind of stuff. That is probably the most annoying thing with the having to cast things manually, is that you have to keep moving fluids around, which is a bit of a pain sometimes. You were not supposed to go in there. So now we have 30 cells, or 30 buckets of coolant. Now I don't think I have an input tank. Which means I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to input this stuff. I can maybe put it directly into the reactor, but I think I have too much. It's not going to fit in there. It doesn't say how much will fit in there. So this is for hot coolant. I can't put it in there. I could put it in these tanks, I suppose. These should drain into the reactor. So let's do that. Should definitely fit in there. So I do have buffer tanks, actually. Right, I have some construction foam. Seems like I have some cells missing, which is weird, but oh well. So that's coolant, and we have 10 buckets in here, which is kind of what I expected. We have 3 more rows here. I might need to fill those, because otherwise the robot may put the fuel rods here, which would be not desirable. I think that's it. We should probably get to moving the robot down here, which is also going to require moving the little crafting setup that the robot has with those machines, and they are probably... I think I was going to set up a bit of a buffer, power buffer for them to make sure they run. Do have an MFE on me, but I think I want to use that for... actually, ideally, I would want an MFSU for the reactor output. But I don't have that yet. Need a lot of materials to make one of those. Not to mention MFE. That's probably what I was going to do with this. You need 6 patron crystals, which requires a bunch of stuff. I have started making energy crystals. I have 3 of them currently, which I'm going to use to make patron crystals. But I need to collect some more resources first before I'll be able to do that. Right, the robot is down here. Now this stuff, since the reactor is going to be controlled by a computer, what I might want to do is, if I can, I'm not sure, I don't remember how many components were, or how much complexity was left. I'm wondering if I could fit a whatchamacallit. Oh, there's a skeleton in there. If I could fit a wireless network card in the robot, then it could use that, and I could put one in the control system for the reactor as well, and they could use that to communicate so the robot could turn off the reactor. Or maybe I'll just use redstone. I'll probably have to modify the program a little bit to enable it to read an extra redstone input. That'll be from the robot, of course. Ow. Ow. Stop that. Because the robot is still going to need to turn the, or be able to turn the reactor off when it refuels it. Because I still want the fuel rods to run out at the same time if possible, and I have a lot of junk in my inventory. Put that away, and we can put those away. Gives me a little more room to work with. And then we can collect these plates. And of course, moving the robot is going to require a hazmat suit because it has radioactive materials on it. Or in it. Let's put that redstone there for now. We can pick this up. And it is currently... Is that a winter sensor? That is a winter sensor. So it's currently winter. And it's 7. Don't know which direction that is. If it's the first half or the second half. You would be able to tell if you saw it either rise or fall, but I'm not going to wait around for that. Okay, so these machines are going to need to be moved as well. And I'm going to put this stuff away. Let's put it... Actually, do I have... I have such stuff in here, so I'm going to throw it in here. That, and the miniature lamp. Don't know why I have flint on me. That can go in here, I guess. And the hazmat suit there. Helmet's in terrible condition, but this is empty. So let's collect the plutonium. The uranium blocks aren't radioactive. They are a storage device. I don't know if yeah, they don't go in there. So that should do for that. So we don't need that anymore. And then we can collect you. And this, I guess. Alright. Thought I saw an experience orb. I guess it was a charging particle. Now I might want a shelf over there for putting the the yeesh, the containment box. What was the recipe for those again? Right. I can do that. That's not it. Get a spruce, a shelf. Take that with us. And then we'll go back to the reactor room. All right. And I'm going to put the robot in front of the hatch, the access hatch, because I'm pretty sure that is what is needed. So it's going to need to go here. I'm going to... Maybe I should make it its own hatch, so I can put it on the side here. But you can still access this, because the robot doesn't take up a full block, which is nice. Okay, so you can put these in here. And we're going to put the shelf over here, I think. Let's just put it there. And then put the containment box there. Put the charger there as well, I suppose. Now let's go collect the machines. And I suppose we could also make a hatch, which means we're going to need some containment blocks. Let's search for hatch. There. Right, we need 8 of those and a trapdoor. So let's take 8 of those. And head back to the base. It's apparently dawn or dusk. I think it's dusk, actually. No, it's actually dawn. I was wrong. Ow. You stay out there, stupid zombies. It's not like they can kill me, but they sure can try. Right. Don't seem to have any trapdoors lying around. No. Right. So let's make one. Or a few. Hope spruce trapdoors work. Ah, they don't. How do they look? Alright, they look like that. Okay, so that doesn't work. We actually need to use oak wood, I think. Is this? That's jungle wood. Do I have... I have oak wood slabs. Can I put them back together? I don't know. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. I always thought the recipe was like that. Oh, it is. Okay, that works as well. Right. That's fine. Get 6 of those. But we only really need 1, but I'll put the others away for some other time. We'll put the rest in here. And then we need to get the machines as well. This is going to be annoying, actually. Because it's going to... the sorting machine is going to lose this filter. And there really isn't much I can do about that, unfortunately. I guess I have to accept that. I also have to accept that my inventory is too full to actually pick all the machines up because of all this other junk. Put these frames away for now. I have a cell of liquid tin and liquid zinc. We can put the tin in here to free up a slot. Let's have these sticks. These diamonds I don't need at the moment. They are for making energy crystals. But I need to get more of them. Okay, so now we have a few slots. Oh, that got charged from the charging patron crystal, right. Okay. We can take this. If we make these the same, they can stack, so we save a slot on that. And then we have iron dust, which I'm going to put into the smeltery. And then we have some more radioactive materials. And I left the containment box in the new base. Great. Just great. We'll throw those in there. That's going to be molten, put into there. It's fine. And then we need the hazmat suit once again. So we can remove the plutonium from the sorting machine. And I'm going to put this on the shelf there for now. And I'll get that later, I guess. Don't really need those at the moment. Okay, so I am going to have to pop this, and I'm going to have to reconfigure it later. Simply, I don't think I have all that much choice in the matter, unfortunately. And this is all going to be moved as well later. I can put these away, actually, because I have those in my bag already. All of these cables. We're going to have to redirect the water line, the cart that is bringing water from the pump. We're going to have that go into the new base. I guess it could possibly use this track. But we don't need water over there yet. For now, it will suffice as a personal transport track. Would bring water up here, although I'd probably have it stay below the platforms as a utility system. So I don't really want this here. So now that we have the hatch, we can we're going to put it here. Put that there. And then you are going to sit there, facing in, right? Yep. And then we can give you these back. And these. And then the machines are going to go where was the sorting machine? It was here, right? I think. And then that there. I'm going to carve out a bit of some space here. And then that there. And then these are going to need to be powered. And I would probably use a bat box for that. Maybe. I don't remember what voltages these are. But we can maybe look it up. Solid canning machine, that's power tier 1. And the thermal centrifuge is probably tier 2. Yeah. So probably the transformer goes in that, so both can accept tier 2. This can go in there. And this top side go in there. And north side and go in there. Right. These go in there. So I need to make some stuff still. The charger can go there, I guess. Turn that on. Not that it has power right now, but you know. So that's the refueling system ready. I need to make something to fill these 4 slots up, because I'm pretty sure that this still uses the standard system, with this being slot 1 or slot 0. This is 1, 2, and then it would put there and there, and then it would start over on this row, put there and there, and then it would get to there and there. Okay, so I need to fill these 6 slots, I think, with reactor plating or something. And I'll do that off camera probably. This should be ready. I think I completed the power system. We have a bat box here we could maybe use for these. Although they are tier 2, which means that they could accept power from an MFE, but I don't have any spare MFEs right now. I'll maybe make a bunch of those. At some point. And by those I mean MFEs. Now this doesn't have any power. Where did the backpack go? It can go in there. You're going to be charged by the by my crystal. Right. I think I'm going to end the episode here. I'm going to do a bit more planning and preparing off camera, and we will get back to getting this up and running. I'll also make the MFSU for the output, which I guess will be up there in the ceiling. Actually, the power production is over here. Probably should have pointed that way, because the power is going to go to that central shaft there. Yeah, it was probably poorly planned to make it in that direction. I'll probably rotate this around. I mean, I just need to flip these two and these two, and then rotate these. So it's not difficult, really. I mean, I guess we could do it right away. Whoops. I fell down a hole. My own hole at that. Okay. Get the wrench. Pop these. And we'll pop that. And then these are going to rotate. You were not what I wanted to put there. Put those there like that, and then rotate those around. And then condenser there. Oh yeah, this also needs a water supply system. So, you know, we need to get a source of distilled water. And this is a bit unfortunate that we hit this stuff. But that probably doesn't matter too much. I can just work cables around this. I mean, I guess the power cable can go alongside this data cable, which is also a power cable for the elevator system. But yeah, so I'll have an MFE here somewhere, sitting up here probably, and then cables going from these to there. And I think my plan is to have, if I want another one of these, I'm going to put it on top and then have these pipes, although I probably want them to come out. Yeah, so that they don't connect to other stuff like this condenser. That would be bad. So I might have to redo this a little bit and then have these out a bit as well. But then I would have another one of these on top and then have the pipes continue up, connect to the heat exchangers on that. And then this would be prioritized because it's closest to the source. And then the second one would be the second in line. So this would get coolant first, or hot coolant first. And then when this is full, the rest would go into that. So yeah. But I'm going to end the episode here. And we will be back in the next one to continue setting this up. And hopefully I'll have some stuff prepared, like I said, by then. Otherwise, you'll have to just forgive me, I guess. And with that, I'll see you in the next episode.